This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Saved by the bell. Again. I'm like the Incredible Hulk, except my powers only work when I'm scared silly. That's the second time I've opened a shift by instinct alone when I've been in mortal danger. The frustrating thing is, I still don't know how to do it when I'm not scared. Wait, didn't the old lady say I should use what I do best to focus my talents? Is running away really what I do best? Come to think of it, why did the shift dump me here? I wasn't even thinking about the studio.
Or were you? Greetings and salutations, viewers of Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Longest Journey. In the last episode, we finally put the disc together. However, the lands of Arcadia were being attacked by the army, so we had to skedaddle out of there. And like Scooby-Doo, we giddied away into our little hidey hole over here. So now, well, what do we do now? We got to figure out a way to, I guess, stop the Vanguard, find the Guardian still, but it's all so complicated. But anyway.
Those sketchbooks belong to some of the other...
Oh, I don't think...
Acrylic and oil...
I don't think there's anything new here, actually. I think it's all the same from when we first...
Strange. It almost looks as if my painting has changed since the last time I was here. The colors are more vivid, more real. It's still got a way to go before it resembles anything, though.
Surprised with how long you've been gone, no one's done something to it, like destroyed it or thrown away or something.
Strange.
Okay, wait.
I'm way past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
You're never too old to finger paint.
It's
Dang
Emma's
it.
contribution to the exhibition.
Okay, well that's the same. Alright, well, let's get this.
My tools.
Let's grab those. Use these for the final time.
The tools of my trade.
Alright, yeah, last episode we also got the complete disc.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave.
Alright, let's read the diary really quick. Again with the last minute shifting. What's up with that? Who's doing this? Am I really opening up a shift on my own without realizing it? Can I only do this when I'm scared out of my mind? That's not particularly convenient. But now I'm just thinking about myself, which I have a nasty habit of doing. What about Minstrom Yaren and Brian and all the other people left in Mercuria? They're facing an army with nothing but their courage. How are they going to cope? I have it easy. I can always run away. They can't. They have too much to fight for. I'll just have to help them out the only way I know how to, by finishing what I started. I still need to go back to Arcadia one last time to retrieve the second dragonized jewel. I think I know where to find it, where it all started. The only question is, how do I get there? Lady Alvain said to use my talents to focus my powers, and my only talent is art or running away. Nah, it's the clue to use this on her canvas.
The old woman, Lady Alvane, was it? She said something about using my craft to focus my powers, to learn how to open a shift at will. I guess it's worth a try. I did it! On my own, I did it!
April.
Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Touch me, April.
What's happening to you, Mother?
I am dying, April.
But you can't die. You're the Mother, the White Dragon. You're eternal. Aren't you?
The mother is, April, but I am not. It is time for the new to replace the old, for the seed to grow into a flower, and for the withered and the gray to turn to dust and pass on into the ages.
Help me understand, please.
Take my blue eye, the crystal. You need it.
But I can't.
Take it, quickly.
Thank you. Please don't go.
I am tired. The war with chaos has taken its toll on me. I wish I could have seen my children grow up.
When will the egg hatch?
When I die and turn to dust, be here then to witness the new mother.
I promise.
Be who you are, April. Do not be afraid of that.
Who am I?
My daughter. My own daughter.
Be who you are. Sister? Sister. I can do it now. I can shift. It's not easy, but I can do it. Ironic as it may be, though, I think I've done all I can do in Arcadia. I have the 2 Arcadian Dragon's Eye jewels, the disc, and the star map. Now I need to find the Guardian, the 2 missing jewels, and somebody who can help me decipher the star map, and I have to look for those things here, in Stark.
Well, it all comes full circle, right? Because we end up back in the prologue again, the dragon dying, new dragon born, so now we gotta finish our task. So let's see what the diary says. Sunday, late afternoon. The white dragon is dead. But she lives on in her daughter, the white dragon reborn. But to know now that she was my mother, my real mother, I don't know how to feel anymore. Is it true? Is it because I feel that it is, and because that would explain so much? My journey did begin with an answer, what the old dragon told me. It's only now that I know the question. Who am I? I'm the daughter of the white dragon of Dryad kin, which makes me one of the kin. Whatever that means. So, am I still April Ryan? And am I still myself? I don't even know that. I've always known I was adopted, but to know that I'm not even really human, that's put on this earth for a purpose, and that everything happens for a reason, scary. Suddenly the prospect of becoming a guardian doesn't seem so impossible after all. At least it would put an end to all of my problems for the time being. Kind of like checking out of the world for a time, 1,000 years. Doesn't that kind of make her not, I think a journey is more interesting when you're human and you can do all this crazy stuff, but then all of a sudden she's like some special creature thingy, and you're like, oh, well now she's not as special. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Right, so here's the plan. Got the disc, got 2 of the dragon eyes jewels, got the star mat, and Burns Flipper should have my fake ID ready right about now, which means I can get to Grendel Avenue, where the Vanguard have their headquarters. With luck, I'll be able to find out what they know about the Guardian, if they have them. Also, I need to find somebody to decode this star map for me to find out where the entrance of the Guardian's realm is located. That done, I just need to find the second 2 jewels. Cortez told me he knew where to find them, so this means I'll have to find him. God, my schedule's really packed, isn't it? Well, it's not like you're doing anything else. It's not like you have a job anymore, right? So, anyway, there's the other jewel.
It's the white dragon's eye jewel.
Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing to check on in the cathedral. You can't talk to anyone or interact with anything, so... Alright, let's head on to Newport and go see Flipper. Flipper, Flipper, faster than lively. No one is I forgot the rest of the song was. Excuse me. I forgot over the rest of the song. I haven't seen that show in like 30 years. You'll have to forgive me. And I haven't watched it on reruns on TV or anything like that, so. Hey, dude. How's it going?
It's, sorry I'm late.
Whoa! It's the fake ID girl. Hold on.
You got it?
Where you been, man? I've been holding on to this for a week now. Yeah, a week.
What's the trouble? I paid up front.
What's the trouble? What's the fucking trouble? The trouble is, baby, this thing's hot. It sizzles, man. They catch me with this shit on my hands, they give me 20 at least.
Like you wouldn't get twice that for any of the stuff you have in here.
Yeah, but that's mine, man. Mine. My problem. This here is yours. Shit, take it. I don't want it anymore. What up?
That's all.
But I still wanted to, yeah, we had to wait all, well, we can just, anyway, here was the ID card.
My own mid and upper level ID card. A girl's best friend. I never imagined I'd one day be carrying one of these babies. Unless I married a lawyer, a doctor, or a screen repairman.
That is, it, for some reason, didn't read that last part out.
It's an ID card. I can use this to access the mid and upper levels of Newport.
Okay, we need to give him the star map.
Any chance of you deciphering this for me?
Looks old. This old? It looks old. It's gotta be old. What do you do, rip off a museum or something? Because I'm cool with that.
It was a gift. Would you be able to calculate the coordinates of that cross based on the positions of the stars?
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests. See when it was made, and then figure out the rotation of the constellations and calculate the... Yeah, sure.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time, you still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works like a fucking charm, I'll tell you, baby. It's hot. I can float like the wind. Duds. Even with two people on at the same time. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know that. So, when can I get the results?
Can't do the chem tests here, but I'll call a friend of mine. Owes me a favor. Come back later. Yeah, later. Much later.
Sure.
And hey, don't wait a week this time.
Got it.
You have to wait him all the way to go down. There he goes. Okay, well, anyway. Let's get off here. We don't need that anymore, so back to the subway. Down you go. Down you go. There you go. Okay. Alright, this time we need to head on to the Metro Circle. And we need to actually go to the elevators this time. Yeah, we skipped this part before. I don't know if you could actually go in there, but...
It's a police officer.
Now we know all about police officers.
This is one of the smallest cross-level elevators I've seen. The big ones can carry up to 100 people at a time and make it way fast. I've never been inside one, of course.
One day you'll be down.
It looked like a real...
Yeah. Oh yeah, she still has her old outfit.
It's a police officer.
Okay, anyway. Now you got crazy people running around. Now, huh. Good thing I was paying attention to that. No. Okay, wait.
They look like a real sailor.
Yeah.
Arrgh. It's a bingo instant pizza machine. I never liked those things. They taste like artificially flavored cardboard boiled in grease.
That's why it tastes so good.
I am sorry, but this bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of the Newport Department of Biological Warfare.
About time, too.
If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious bingo instant pizza recently, please report to an area hospital as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
I knew frozen pizzas were biochemical, but we never wanted to admit it. Oh well. Yeah, it's better to make your own anyway. It's actually not that difficult. It just takes time, like anything. Oh, actually, let's grab this really quick.
It's a pizza box.
Alright, now we got a pizza box.
There's one piece of moldy pizza left inside this pizza box, and it seems to have chemically merged with the cardboard, so I'd better, keep it closed.
How about eating it?
Ugh, no!
No? Alright, fine.
They got the coolest clothes in that store. The coolest and most expensive. I saved for months to buy a pair of socks there once. The coolest pair of socks I ever had. Cool and expensive.
Well, let's
I
go.
could definitely do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league? After what I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little.
And when you learn to shift, will you really need money in the same sense anymore?
I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing.
Ta-da. I guess this is our final character change, huh? This is their shifter gear, I guess?
I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice.
Although, weirdly enough, most times, expensive outfit does not mean it's actually good quality. It just means you paid for the price of the name tag or whatever.
Cool and...
Okay, well, anyway. Actually, we're supposed to go to the shuttle, but I'll show you what the tubes are. It's a there it is, a series of tubes.
Today's arrivals. Shuttles are inbound from most of the orbiting stations, but traffic from the Morning Star dominates. It's a list of today's departures to the orbiting stations. Most of these are bound for the Morning Star, an MTI-owned station in geostationary orbit above the city.
Sometimes I forget that this is in the future where you can go into space and all that.
It's a list of today's departures. There's a shuttle leaving approximately every 40 minutes. Inbound shuttles are only arriving every 3 or 4 hours. In other words, a lot more people are leaving than are coming back.
I wonder why.
Rapture Revisited. Part of the Rapture Experience Enhancer series from Sweet Dreams Pharmaceuticals. Rapture Revisited.
Well, whoops. Sorry about that.
Rapture Revisited.
I hit the button too fast. I didn't even think I hit it double time, but...
She's one of those chirpily soulless plastic-faced sales reps specifically bred for one single-minded purpose. To make you sign a colonization contract. Those documents are just for show. To create a faux retro atmosphere and put the customer at ease. I mean, if they got paper around, they've gotta be good people, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Fake documents, for show. She's a colonial sales rep.
Okay, anyway, let's go back. We actually want to go to the shuttle. Now we're hitting the big leagues. Heck yeah, finally some science fiction going on in this game. Anyway.
It's a bored-looking policeman.
Well, let's see if he's bored enough to talk to me.
Officer,
Yes, ma'am?
can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It's a bored-looking...
Okay, anything else?
Officer?
Yes, ma'am?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you.
Alright. Anything else? Nope. To the street.
Wow, it's a faux Roman palace. How very Las Vegas.
Well, it's very religious in its own way. Will make sense, because, you know.
Stunning. In a creepy neo-fascist way.
Hush.
What makes it neo-fascist, exactly? Other than it being part of that, this government, but still.
Stunning. In
Hush.
scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't kid around.
Is she talking too loud? Because sometimes the guy comments and sometimes he doesn't.
The desk serves two purposes: to scare the hell out of innocent visitors, and to instill whomever stands behind it with a sick sense of superiority.
They must be the way out of here. No. Oh, there it is.
That's the only elevator in the building? I wonder what they do during rush hours.
Squeeze in, everyone.
That's the only elevator in the building?
Okay.
Ahem. And what, pray tell, do you think you're doing, miss?
Me?
I'm doing things. MC things. Road inspection. I really need to see your boss, Jake McMillan.
Rodent inspection.
I see. Very original. There have never been any rodents on Grendel Avenue, miss. Well, until now.
No problem, because rats are my specialty.
Very droll. This is a private building, miss, and I suggest that you leave. Now.
Or what are you gonna do?
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss. I call it.
All right, thanks.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. For people who work in the building, or for those with appointments with the people who work in the building. You are... how shall I put this? Street vermin. A hooligan. Scum.
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald, please leave the building.
I don't think so, nerd.
What floor is Jacob McAllen on?
We do not have a Jacob McAllen working here, miss.
Do you have any McAllens at all? I'm not picky.
I am not about to divulge any private information to a person such as yourself.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald, it would be so nice if you left now, miss.
Unless you got a policeman working here, not much is gonna change.
Can I bribe you?
I'm sorry. What?
Pay you to let me slip by you, unnoticed, into the elevator?
For goodness sake, miss, absolutely not. I am not your common lowlife.
I'm sure even a stand-up guy like you, Jerry, needs some pocket change now and then.
Gerald! And no, I do not. Now I would like you to leave. Immediately.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald! And if you do not leave, miss, I will be forced to call the police.
I know you'd have to dirty your hands for a second. But anyway. Let's give him the pizza box.
Got a pizza delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Really? There's been no... Wait a second. Weren't you in here before?
Me? Nah. Been delivering pies to the, to Venice. I ain't been up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good air.
I could have sworn... Oh, very well. Give me the pizza and I will see to it that it's delivered to Mr. McAllen as soon as possible.
No can-do, guy. This has got to be delivered now, before it gets cold. You know how Mr. McAllen gets when his mozzarella is cold.
I can't very well leave my post, so... All right. Step into the elevator and I will send you to Mr. McAllen's office. But I want you back down here pronto, do you understand?
He gave us all this guff, and all we had to do is this pizza boy trick. Alright then, I guess that's just how it works, so.
I don't know what they're growing in these tanks, but whatever it is, it's disgusting. And alive.
It's time to meet the man himself here in a second.
There's another elevator here, and apparently it only goes up.
Ooh, to the tippy top.
I don't know what they're growing in these tanks, but...
Okay.
I don't know what they're growing... What is that? It looks... God, it looks human! I'd guess the Vanguard are growing these creatures for a purpose. Maybe soldiers? That's one war I'll do my best to prevent.
The Clone Wars have begun.
They're humanoid. That's an amazing view. I can see clear across the city.
A city.
That's an amazing...
Okay.
They're humanoid. They're humanoid.
Yeah, they say the same thing. The humanoids learn to resist.
There are documents scattered all over the desk. They're documents...
Okay, anyway. Okay. Same with the desk.
Papers. There's nothing here that... That's my name. And my address. Obviously there's... God, they've been tracking me, watching me. Uh-oh.
Oh. You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name. Before you even came to Newport. And then, you simply walk into my lap. Like a mouse into a great big trap. Looking for the cheese, I'd imagine. The Guardian. Well, he's not here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes? The directions to the Guardian's realm.
Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. So, I know where the entrance is, but I'm not telling you anything. Let me go and I'll tell you everything. Sorry. I never managed to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
I know where the entrance is, but I'm not telling you anything.
You're not? That's unfortunate. I thought you were such a bright young girl. Especially considering your heritage. But apparently I was wrong. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So good of you to bring them here. I thought I might have to go pick them up myself.
I have friends.
Oh, you do? You do? The very best friends, too. Don't make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Cortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a knight in shining armor? He's been using you. Tobias, Cortez, the bloody kin, all your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons. They're no different from me, Shifter. No different at all.
Oh, well. I think they are, actually. But anyway, Jacob McGowan here is voiced by Ralph Byers, who did Roper, and Brian Westhouse, for those who cares. The difference is they care about people. They've helped me, you haven't.
How have they been using me?
The Sentinel. They say one thing, I say another. It's all subjective, isn't it? Does the fact that I want to reunite the worlds and allow mankind its true destiny sound like an evil deed?
No, but the way you go about it...
The way I go about it? What about the damned Sentinel? They've kept the truth from most people for millennia. They've buried the past and indoctrinated Arcadians into their own outdated faith. No. You have been kept from the truth just as much as everyone, Shifter. You are just a piece in a grand game of chess. You're not even a big piece. You're a pawn. Now, give me the disc and the jewels, the dragon eyes. And then we can wrap this game up. I'm quite certain you know more than you let on about the Guardian's realm as well. I'll have that information too, very soon.
Well, we should just wait till you get all that then.
I'm not giving you anything.
I have an army of devoted soldiers in this building, Shifter. I run this city. What are you going to do? Round up a mob of your friends? Forget about shifting as well. There are magical barriers against that in this building.
All right, I give up. Here's the disc and the jewels.
You see, I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices. You don't have a choice. You must give me what you have.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and I give up. Cortez has abandoned me. I've hurt my two best friends in the world and maybe you're right. Maybe you're no different from the Sentinel. Maybe they're as bad as you, and maybe you deserve each other. It doesn't matter, you've won. What are you gonna do now?
Let me guess. This is where the heroine coaxes a confession from the villain before the final act of the play commences. Very well. I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is up. After you tell me what I need to know, of course.
Then what will happen to me?
Nothing. I'll let you go. You can do me no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any rate.
About that, I don't believe you, but anyway, this is where the evil villain monologues. Great, so. Well, after you do all this, what's gonna happen afterwards, who knows, so.
What happened to Cortez?
Cortez. I had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
Oh, that's just it, huh? You don't want to explain the rules, just that the rules were broken.
What will you do once you open the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Gordon Alloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule according to my plan. The worlds will be reunited, and the Earth will be one realm, as it was, and as it should be.
So, this is all part of your master plan to rule the Earth?
When you put it like that, I guess, yes. But I'll be a fair and just ruler, my dear.
What's the point? You're like, what, 60? In another 60 years, you'll be dead, and then what? Leave the kingdom to your firstborn?
I'll be around a lot longer than 60 years. A lot longer. You really don't know me, do you? You really don't know anything about me.
Apparently not. How did you get the other two jewels?
I've had one of them for ages. The other came into my possession only a week ago, as luck would have it, and now I have the last two, and the disc.
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the pieces of the disc yourself?
I would have. But my power over Arcadia has been disturbingly limited until now. The Tyran have proved a valuable addition to my disciples, and with their help, I've dispensed with most of my opposition in Arcadia. But still, locating the stones would have required the cooperation of the Sentinel. Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told me anything. And those wretched magical races, you think they would have cooperated? No. They were waiting for their savior, their prophecy come true. And you seem to fit the bill. Why not take advantage of that? As for the jewels, the white and the blue of the Drykin were not likely to submit to me, and that was a battle even I'd be well advised to avoid. But time is ticking, Shifter, and the wheel of the balance is turning. Please, enter the elevator to your right. I want to show you something. What do you think?
What is it?
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding ground for shifters such as yourself. Warrior shifters. So tell me, what do you think?
I'm thinking Lincoln. I'm oppressed. Doesn't matter what I think.
You are one sick man.
Because I create my own destiny instead of sitting around waiting for it? Because I look to the future? What's so sick about that?
Because you think you have the right to do this. But you don't consider the harm you do to the balance and to the people both here and in Arcadia.
They really have gotten to you, haven't they? Too bad. You might have made a fine addition to our organization. Now, give me the disc and the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself. I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Dude, I don't know. I'm having someone decode it right now. It's in reading. England. I told you I don't know. I'll say this one final time because I'm a patient woman.
And I'll say this one final time because I'm a patient woman. Go screw yourself.
That's all I needed to know. I'll leave you alone here for a while. When I come back, I'm sure you'll be a lot more cooperative.
That's totally leave the hero by herself in this room. Oh dear. Oh no, he's gonna try to attack me.
It's a monster!
I mean, there's no game over scenario.
It's a monster! From McAllen's little demonstration, I'd say that was some kind of fancy safe or containment chamber. It's a fancy safe or containment chamber. It's a monster!
But yeah, you can't die here, so there's really no like mystery involved. In like, you can just wait till you kind of figure something out. So.
The elevator's locked.
Ah, well.
Elevator locked. Hoverpad exit closed. Hoverpad exit. Elevator locked.
Okay.
Hoverpad exit closed.
Just use the computer. Yeah, trying to make it scary, but, you know, the fact there's no death scenarios in this game, it's just kind of like, oh, whatever. Oh no, we're being chased by the monster. Whatever shall we do?
It's still coming after me.
See if I have anything to interact with. Okay, well, anyway.
Oh, this wasn't such a good idea. Hey, you wanna try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha instead of all this killing April business? Guess not. Well, help! Cortez!
You've been keeping some rough company, señorita. Better be more careful in the future, no?
Where have you been?
What? Were you worried?
Yes, no, I mean, I was scared you were, you know, dead.
So you care about me. Ave Maria Purísima. What am I going to do now without you telling me to get lost?
Don't joke about this, Cortez. I've been in a lot of situations these past few days where I could have needed your help, but you weren't there.
Perdóname. Forgive me, señorita. I've been indisposed. When I finally managed to escape my prison last night, I began looking for you. You left an interesting trail, I must say.
What do you mean?
For one, the border house, most of Venice for that matter, was under guard. There seemed to be some question as to how you managed to escape the Vanguard agents.
Magic.
So I thought. You've been picking up a few pointers in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bind.
I see. I've noticed.
Well, you know, time to tell me everything now that you escaped, apparently.
How did the Vanguard capture you?
With a small army, and with the help of a very dangerous man, Gordon Holloway.
I met him. Not the most personable guy in the world, and he could really do with some sun.
Gordon is a creature of pure logic. He was split in two halves when he was a child, one bound to Stark, the other to Arcadia. The victim of terrible Vanguard experiments, I'm afraid.
The Chaos Vortex, right?
That's him. He's magical and chaotic, half untethered. What some people would call his soul. Gordon would have been Guardian had the Vanguard not destroyed him.
I heard the story. Can he still be Guardian?
The Vanguard believes so, but if he did become Guardian, he would twist and corrupt the balance to his own benefit. What the consequences would be, I fear to even think.
Have you told me everything I should know, Cortez?
About?
About this. About everything that's happened to me in the past, say, week.
I've told you all I can tell you.
Yeah, sure. You know, I overheard a conversation between you and your friend, Father Raoul, and then McAllen.
Jacob McAllen? He's here?
He was. He released that mutant freak on me, so that I'd tell him where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is.
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here. He's a very dangerous...
Why, if it isn't a family reunion.
I could smell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals, would it not have been prudent to show a little subtlety?
He seized the dragon and bound him for 1,000 years. Free at last, brother? Thais Salutationis.
I didn't picture you walking amongst men in a man's body with a man's name. McAllen. The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
The balance will cease to be, brother. The scales will topple, and the old walls will fall. The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much, you bring on chaos to destroy them. But you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your doing.
Are these worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
What's this? There is still time. You are blood of my blood, kin to my kin. You are immortal dragon, and our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
Oh well. I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little... strained. Tabas!
Cortez! Cortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Cortez called it. His heart. His heart has stopped. Cortez is dead. I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because... He's gone. They all die. God damn! I can't. Everybody I love dies. Everybody I love.
So the main villain gets taken out without April at all. Strange, huh? Yeah, it's one of those types of stories, but yeah, Cortez is dead. But now we still have ourselves. We got to finish this thing. So Sunday, August 6th, 2209. Early evening, just before sunset. How many more surprises are gonna spring up on me today? How many more of my friends will have to die before this is all over? 2 in 1 day is just too much. Cortez, can't believe that he's gone. Just like that. The fact that he was one of the kin. I didn't even think. I should have known, of course, but then, again, I'm not used to friends and family turning out to be dragons from other planes. At least not until last week. So Cortez and McAllen were the 2 Drake, kin, and Stark. Now I have all 4 jewels, or I will as soon as I retrieve the disc and the jewels from the McAllen safe. Actually, come to think of it, does a fall like that kill dragons? Well, it's the thing dropped, or his watch stopped, so, right? That was supposed to be his heart, according to Brian, or whatever, so.
The watch is dead. It's a fancy safe or containment chamber.
Anyway. We gotta use the... I don't think there's anything to really extra examine.
Unlock containment chamber? I think yes.
Well, now that we don't have a monster chasing after us.
Unlock containment chamber?
I'm gonna grab the disc and all the items on it.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave. Containment chamber open.
Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in McAllen's desk or that we can examine.
They're humanoid. I don't know what they're
Okay.
growing in the...
Let's get out of here. Did you try
And what, pray tell, took you so long? Excuse me. I'm talking to you. Stop.
Screw you, Jerry.
Trying to remember who he reminds me of, the voice actor, like the mannerisms. Right? It's an old actor, I forgot. He it's like, oh my darling, or whatever. I'm trying to remember his name though. Oh well. That'll come to me later. Now let's get out of here. Okay. We need to go back to the elevator. And we need to go check someone. I don't know why we're supposed to know to do this, even though he said it'd take a while, but, you know. Wait, if we're out of the tower, why can't we shift now? Ah, whatever.
It's a police...
Okay, well, anyway, we need to go back to the subway. Alright, back to Newport. We gotta go see Flipper again. He should have the map ready to go, right? No problem. No issues.
Hello? Flipper? Oh my god, what happened to you?
They shot me. They took the fucking map.
Who?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, but they promised me I'd walk again.
Who did?
Halloway, the Vanguard. I had a deal with them. Then, when you come back, I sent word they wanted the map, information on it. They wanted you.
You sold me out to the Vanguard?
I'm so sorry. They threatened me with they said you can walk again or you can fucking die. Your choice. My choice.
I understand. Just take it easy. Don't move too much. I'm gonna call the cops and then...
No! No, don't. I'm dying. They would just put me in jail. Listen to me. April. The map. I deciphered it. They took it with them, everything. But I made a copy. Over there on the screen.
What am I looking at?
I played with the map you gave me, and though there was information missing,
Why don't you just take it easy for a while? Don't say anything.
They took it. See the flashing cross? That's the destination on the map. Some kind of anomaly, I guess. Nothing about it in any data bank, but right next to it, there's a spaceport, the Morning Star. Transfer terminal to the colonies, luxury hotels, casinos. if you need to get to the position on the map, that's the way to do it. Go to the Morning Star. Holloway was bringing something with him up there to the station. I heard them talking about it. Sounded important.
The Guardian? It's gotta be the Guardian.
These guys are bad, the worst. You gotta be careful. I'm fucking telling you.
I'm the only chance we got.
I know. Get him. Get up there to the Morning Star. Go to the Morning Star. Do what you have to do now.
I will.
I'm sorry.
You okay, Flipper? Flipper! Damn. Thanks, Flipper.
You can tell it's the end of the game when everyone's dying, so. But anyway, yeah, we had to go find a way to space! To space! Then, when I went back to Flipper to ask him about the star map, there was another surprise waiting for me. He'd been shot and left for dead by good old Gordon, my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Flipper was still alive when I got there. Barely. And it turns out he'd sold me out. Not that he had a choice, unlike Zach, but at least he felt bad about it. He managed to give me the information I needed before Gordon took the Guardian to a colonial transfer station called the Morning Star. The entrance, the wormhole that leads into the Guardian's realm, was located not too far away from the station. So now I need to get there, somehow. I think it's time to rethink the whole colonization program. Maybe it's good for something after all. This is turning into one hell of a long journey, from Newport to Elias into outer space. Too bad I don't get frequent flyer miles. Alright. We need to head our way back to the metro circle and head up into space. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing in East Venice for us to go to.
I can't go back to Venice. The Vanguard agents are looking for me, and that's the first place they'd expect me to go.
Yeah, so. For those who are curious why I didn't go over there, so. Trying to speed it up a little bit, but. Alright, now we can go into the tubes. Alright, now we need to talk to this lady over here.
Rapture Revisited. Part of...
Okay, anyway. Alright, let's go and do a save here, because we're at the end of the chapter, so...
She's a colonial sales rep.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Aside from the fact that the fate of the world rests on my shoulders, what do you care? Fantastic, and you?
Aside from the fact that the fate of 2 worlds rests on my shoulders?
Yes?
Just peachy, thanks.
That's good. How may I help you today, ma'am?
How does it feel working for the dark side? That's funny, so...
How does it feel working for the dark side?
Pardon me, ma'am?
I mean, it's slavery, isn't it?
Certainly not. That's a popular misconception. In fact, our colonists are given the best of care, a job suited to their talents, and a full salary.
You tell yourself that, if that makes it easier to sleep at night. That's all, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back and see us again.
Okay, wait.
Welcome back, ma'am. How may I help you?
Alright, well, it looks like a lot of stuff has happened there. We learned our shifting powers. Cortez is possibly dead. McAllen might be dead as well. Gordon's up in space. So what we need to do is we need to head up into space and find out what where the Guardian's realm is and if we could get to it in time. Well, Major Tom to ground control. We're going into space. But find out what happens next time in Chapter 12 of The Longest Journey. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.
I'd like to register as a colonist.
Very good, ma'am. You won't regret this decision, I can assure you of that.
I'm sure I will. In fact, I already do.
Yes, well, we'll do our best to find the perfect colony for your tenure after you fill out a simple multiple-choice form and...
Why not just call it slavery? I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
Oh, no, ma'am, certainly not. Our colonists are given the best of care and a full salary to go with their assigned tenure.
Whatever, I just need to get on a ship that'll take me through to the Morningstar transfer station.
We do have a ship leaving this evening with colonists bound for Bokamba 8, and that does stop at the Morningstar, but I'd suggest you go through our pamphlets.
Sign me up for... what was it? Bokamba 8? That's where I want to go.
All right, ma'am. If you would just hand me your Newport ID card and place your right thumb on that black square, we can get you registered. There. That's it, ma'am. You're registered. Now, if you just take your baggage...
No baggage.
Nothing, ma'am? Well, you will receive everything you need when you get to the colonies, so no problem. Just head up to gate number 1 and wait in our lounge. And I have to remind you that if you choose not to board your ship this evening, you will have committed a corporate offense, and you will be subject to imprisonment.
And a nice day to you, too.